Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be doing my May Get Ready With Me. I don't have a huge amount of products to show you guys in this one, so it might be a little bit of a short one, but if you'd like to see how I achieved this look, then please just keep watching. Okay, so I've got my ears on so that I don't get my fringe in my face, and my hoodie because it's a bit cold. My skin is looking quite shiny because I just put my sunscreen on, which is the Etude House UV Double Cut from the Heart Blossom collection. I actually really like this. It is quite dewy though, so this is like fully set down and doesn't feel sticky, but it is very shiny. So I do like putting this underneath makeup, but it's not one that I have been wearing like on a day-to-day basis, but you guys have already seen this in the last Get Ready With Me anyway. So for foundation today we're going to be using an Innisfree foundation. This is the My Foundation All Day Long Wear, and I picked the shade 17N. So I believe that this one was the lightest shade in the neutral to warm region. I think that they probably had warm, but it wasn't as light. It does look fairly yellow though, so I have high hopes that it's going to look good. Ooh, that's nice. This is the first time that I'm trying these out as well because my tester courier package was quite delayed because of coronavirus and all of that jazz, so this is pretty much like a whole face of makeup from the tester courier package, but that's okay. It just means that my whole video was filmed really last minute because I'm going to be filming that today and it's going up in like a day, but that's fine. So this is how we're looking at the moment. It's actually quite a nice colour in real life. It looks a little bit bright on camera because of the shadowing, but it does match pretty well actually. It looks nice so far. It applied easily. Yeah, no complaints. Then I'm going to powder with my good old Laura Mercier powder. This is the translucent loose setting powder, which I use on a day-to-day basis anyway. I'm going to powder my forehead really well and around the sides of my face because I hate when my hair sticks to my face. Basically my entire face gets pretty well powdered. So that has dulled down the shine a lot, which I think is nice, and it still looks a little bit luminous, but it's not sort of like that dewy. There is sort of, I would say, light to medium coverage. I can still see quite a few freckles and things over here, but overall it looks pretty good. I don't have a huge amount of acne to cover up right now. I've got like a tiny little spot there you can see, and the general scars, so like there's quite a few scars there. But it looks okay. I'll zoom you in now because I'm going to do my eye makeup anyway. So you can really see like the freckles on the cheeks. Scarring there. That one there. Tiny little pimple. That's a birthmark. If you haven't seen it before, it will not be covered up by any foundation. It is a different kind of pigmentation. So a little bit of texture on the forehead still, but I don't think that it is making it look any worse than what it normally does, so happy with that. So for eyes, I'm going to be using this little mini palette from STYLENANDA, which I think is super cute. I have the shade Side by Side, and I'm going to be doing the general Becca look. I'm going to put the matte colour in the crease, inner corner, outer corner. I'm not going to use that at all because I just do not have any use for that whatsoever. So I'm going to start off by putting that matte colour in the crease. I do really like STYLENANDA eyeshadow palettes, and I quite like the idea of these mini palettes as well. I think that it just seems like a really nice smaller version because normally they come in a big 9, and sometimes I feel like a lot of the colours I don't necessarily need or want, and so this is a nice way to create like a nice everyday look. It does look quite standard though. Obviously when you get a quad there aren't that many looks you can do with it. I guess you can still be fairly inventive, but yeah. Okay, so this looks beautifully blended on my side but terribly on the camera as normal. So I'm going to put some of that underneath the eye also, and then using that flat shader brush, I'm going to wait for my eye to come back and focus, and put that shimmery colour in the inner corner. Oh, that is so pretty. It's a bit more subtle than I thought it would be, which is really nice. I was kind of concerned it was going to be super bright. Comes off more dark on the camera actually than it does in real life. How strange, but that's fine. So I'm going to put it right into the inner, I say inner half basically, just because I don't want it to be too dark. And I'm going to put a bit underneath the eye also. And then the darker colour, I'm going to lightly apply this to the outer part. Picks up a lot of product. Okay, that's not too bad. It's still pretty pigmented, but if you just pick up a small amount of product, then you can move it around pretty easily. Like, it blends very nicely. So I'm going to push that up a little bit into the crease, up and over, and then do like a little zigzag down the center to blend out nicely. I might go back and put a little bit more of that lighter shade over the top of the line where it blends, because I can never really see a line in real life, but when I know that when I look in the camera I can definitely see where the blend is, which is very annoying. And then I'm going to go back with the crease colour and just blend out a little bit more. Looks much nicer in real life than it does on camera, but what I'll do is I'll go and do my other eye, add mascara and eyeliner, and I will be right back. So this is how we're looking after the eyeliner and mascara. This eye turned out slightly darker than the other one, so I darkened this one up. I think it does look really nice in real life. It does look slightly unblended on camera from what I can see, but that's okay. It looks fine in real life, so we're good. So then we're going on to cheeks, and I actually have a very interesting set of products. These are from MISSHA, and they are the shadow palettes. So I've got 3 of them, and they've got frosted packaging, so strange, but it's an eyeshadow quad and a blush. So this one is Minimal Rose. We have Salted Nude, which I very much like the look of for eyes, and then we also have Coralful Race, like race as in running race, which is bizarre. They look slightly off color, but that's alright. I think I'm going to go for the Minimal Rose since my eye look is so rosy pink. So I'm using the blush shade down the side, which is very cute, and I'm going to put this, ooh, it's more pigmented than I thought it would be. So I'm going to dab nicely, and then I'm going to remove some of the product from my brush and blend. When I'm blending the blush, I'm just using a very gentle motions around the corner of the blush, just so it doesn't start to take off the foundation underneath. This is moderately successful. Still a little bit brighter than I would like, so I'm going to take my powder brush and blend it out with that. And that always gives a bit of a better blend for me personally. And then for lips, I'm going to use an Etude House product. These are the Etude House Berry Mousse tints. I used one of these yesterday, which I think was number 4, Chocolate Berry Mousse. Let me just check that that was the one I used. Yes, because it has lip product everywhere. And this is so beautiful. I really, really liked it. But I do want to try something else today. So maybe we'll try number 1, which is Classic Berry Mousse. Oh, that looks like a very bright red. So I've already got lip balm on and I'm not going to take it off. But these are very moisturizing anyway. Okay, so that is a very light application of the, what are we, number 1, Classic Berry Mousse. I really enjoy these lipsticks though. They keep my lips super hydrated and they just look really, really lovely throughout the day. The shade that I tried last time, which was the number 4, Chocolate Berry Mousse, beautiful, beautiful pink. So I'm going to go and fix my hair, which means that I'm going to wash my fringe, blow dry it and straighten it, take my hoodie off, and I will be right back to show you the end result. So here is how we're looking with my fringe mildly fixed. Every time I part it and pin it, even if I wash it, straighten it and blow dry it, I'll still have like a stupid line. That's why I avoid doing it normally, but that's okay. So I quite like how the makeup turned out. I think that the shadows are like just a little bit intense for me. Like, it is quite a dark red. However, I think that the foundation looks really nice so far. Blush, on the fence. Lipstick, definitely like. So it's a, I don't know, is that like a 50-50 almost? So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.